Hello, hi, hi. Hey, hello, hello. Hi. Thank you for joining. H, thank you. Actually, it isn't. I was saying yesterday, my schedule for the week is kind of scuffed. So I decided to use that to experiment to see what is to stream in different time. I actually stream quite late, in 6 hours and a half, generally. But I am intending to kind of mix and match both times so I can meet more people. So yeah, actually it's kind of it's better for my streaming since the model get captured better on sunlight because I keep my room dark at night. I'm just weird. Yeah. Still, we're gonna have mix and match between both my regular time, so my regulars can join, and also this time, so new people can join. I kinda do a both. So, something I was going to say actually. Yesterday I watched my VOD since I uploaded on YouTube. I forgot to make so you can hear my background music, and I was like, why nothing is on the background when I'm speaking on my chatting portion? But I forgot to change the settings because I was rearranging some stuff on OBS, so it ended up me speaking without background music, which was stupid. I'm really sorry. We have the background music. Yeah, I think that you can hear it now. I hope so. If you can't hear, it's like violin type of music currently. Yeah, but yeah, that's my actual background music. That's actually my BGM, very beautiful BGM. But yeah, it's supposed to run always when I am on, chatting portion screen, or I am just configuring game so you can listen to something. But I forgot to make it so it's output from my stream too, so I could hear it but you couldn't, which was noob mistake even for somebody who is just 2 months old on streaming. It was stupid mistake. But yeah, what I have to say before starting this game, if I have something to say. Oh yeah, I'm gonna post like a work in progress, so to speak, about my cover, like a list of things that are done about the cover on Twitter. I'm trying to make Twitter to see me. I don't crave following or whatnot, like in the sense of, oh, I want to be famous, but I'm annoyed because no, it's not. The list is not big. Like it's the instrumentation of the song, which I have already. It's the vocals, mixing, illustration, and the video, and I'm doing everything except the instrumentation. But it's not big. Like I will cram the whole cover for the next what? It's supposed to come out Saturday, so it's like exactly 1 week. I'm just gonna work on this a lot. Yeah. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect since I'm just learning to mix vocals and stuff. Like, I am not a professional mixer or anything. I'm just for everything self-taught. So yeah, we're gonna do that. post my schedule later, very late tomorrow. Like, very late, probably. And it's gonna be, you know, normal schedule for the week, but with the idea that it's actually gonna be 10 days straight of streaming from Monday to the mid of the next week after that. It's gonna be kinda a lot, but I want to do something more, extensive. So in this 10 days I'm gonna mix and match the time. Sometimes I'm gonna stream at time like now, which is technically the perfect time for streaming because you catch EST people and GST people. And then I'm gonna stream my usual time, which is like 1 or 2 p.m. EST. It's like a break time for people, so yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything that I had to cover before starting the game. We're gonna probably run for like an hour and a half because Higurashi is very demanding on my voice. I actually want to play against some game that requires me to basically play long. Like, my longest stream was 4 hours and it was Plants vs Zombies. I really like this game. It's kind of nostalgic even though I never played it, but people find it nostalgic. So I'm probably gonna play that next week too. And at my usual time, because one of my regulars loves that game and I want to kind of do homage to them and play it at the time that they can't see it. This week is just kind of scuffed with time. Okay. Let me put chat at the side. Game. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think that this is gonna be fine. I think everything is okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. That's probably gonna be fine for the stream. Tell me if you need me to change the volume of things. Oh, sorry, I clicked my glass too hard on the desk. Yay! Where we were at. Oh, yep, chapter 5. Huh, I just realized that we kinda go one chapter per stream, which is good. Yay! Continue. Please. Ooh. Oh, by the way, I know part of the story because I had watched the anime. I love the series. So if I kinda get excited without logic is because I know what's coming and I like to see people get surprised. I am menace for society. A few days... Of course I'm trying to read and I can't even one sentence. Shit. A few days had passed since that incident. During that time, either Myun was busy or Rika-chan had to help with festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shared of my life each time. Not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. They weren't the same old club activities. It was called Watanagashi 5-Demon Firefight, and it was one of the best events in the club. Keiji! Does the yukata still fit you? Can you try it for a second? Mom pulled out an old twisty yukata. Hello, Storm! Hello! Thank you for joining for another old time stream. Thank you. You just entered in the perfect time. Hi. I'm sad that Paige probably can't watch. I think I need to lower the sounds though, because this part is very loud. Tell me if my voice is good or I need to lower even more the audio of the game. Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need the yukata. Those are embarrassing, so just go in on my normal clothes. This is a festival. Wear it, okay? Rena and the others said the regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Ren and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. It seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too. I've never read it though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter, and I didn't know about it. Hey chicken, are you home? Oh, it was already time. I didn't want them to come here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Oh my, it's Rena-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Mom, he's also been looking out for. Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rena. Since Rena would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Rena-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Yes, Mom. Even if it means I'd sacrifice myself. Oh my god, Chekhov's gun. Fuck the Chekhov. Oh god. Okay. What is that sentence? And why don't you do it right now? She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? We'll take care of these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve the stalls? Wouldn't have it done any other way. Where are Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan's festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today. Yeah! We were already in high spirits with just the three of us there. It was way more lively at the foot of the shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There's sure a lot of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the villages here. It's not just that. Municipal and Yacht Kunichio from neighborhood towns and villages advertised this event as well. That's right. There aren't many students at our school, but there are a lot of kids here too today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. By the way, tell me if my voice is okay, because I am afraid that the game BGM is too loud and I'm not sure. That's true. Okay, thank you, H. I get paranoid that my voice is not okay because I know that it kinda sounds louder than actually it is because I don't have a mic. Hello and good evening. These two knew everybody came across. Of course I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Renu-chan, thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Ah, it was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kan from me, please. Hey, if this is Sonosaki Ojo-chan, I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit. Pups have gotten fatter. What the hell? Yeah, by the way, her comments can't be so outrageous sometimes. She makes a lot of sexual jokes too. And if you don't know about their age range, she's the oldest. She's 16 or 17. We two with this girl are 15, I think. And the people that gonna show are literally kids. You end up having a heart attack with guys like that. Oh, the kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members. An up-and-coming hopeful. If you come across him, he could crush you stand in one night. You've got little Mrs. You of approval. I see. I hope you take it easy on me. As you could imagine, Myun was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. Hee-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with old men. Oh god, that sounds so wrong. Oh god, that sounds so wrong. I think Arena is pretty popular too. Being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I'm popular with some people? Really? Really? With some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair. The storekeepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them after all. So, we're going to mess with them now. I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win it. Oh yeah, hehe. I'll try too. And here are the kids. They're literally kids, like 8 or 10 years old. I'm not sure. Hey! You're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. So, where's this lady I've kept waiting? Did you just say? Alright, Satoko was in top form well. Seemed she was all excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Ah, Rika-chan, cute, cute. She's obsessed with cute stuff, like obsessed with them. Rena let out an elongated sigh. It seems that the real lady had made her appearance. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you, Keiichi, as well. Ooh! Looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute! Gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. Yep. Rena's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan clothes sure look like the real deal. Is that a real Shrine Maiden outfit? My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. My work is only during the final of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin. It felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Myun called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. Takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go! A stand in vendor stalls, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for this kind of events was the fact that there were simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. It burns! Are you okay? Ichikan, have you some water? My, eating this scalding takoyaki, whoa, it's a suicide. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones, and that had been left there for a while. They really don't taste good. stone next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but rather than it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's shaved ice eating race. Ready? Go! Shaved ice eating race. I can't. As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then it's so cold. Not smart. This old man ordered it with a plenty of syrup. It will melt quickly when it's mixed up. Mion liked to call herself old man, since she's the oldest of the group. Sorry if sometimes the voices are kinda undistinguishable. Who is who? I try to put distinct patterns as much as I can, but I'm still very noob at that. Those stooks were too late. The moment they closed the taco in hand-on was their downfall. Phew! Finished! Eichan is done? That was too fast. It couldn't be. Hey chicken, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you. Did you? That can't taste very good. Next to that was another old favorite. A cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Excuse me. Of course, it's all speed eating contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How? On Satoku's mark, me and Satoko and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the wording in our mouths, 3 seconds. I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treat me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? I won't taste very good. Rika-chan had also crushed in between her hands and stuck it in her mouth. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Rena's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest or human water pump coffee scoop at the rate things were going. This old man will probably still win though. I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a Blue Hawaii top yakisoba eating contest? Shake, shake, shake. Both Satoko and I shook our hands in unison. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Rena's proposal was godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Rena nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay, Rena, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then, I am going to be the judge. Find the cute things on the festival grounds. You have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Rena likes. Alright. I think I can win with that. Ready? Go! Oh. Why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mion and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be I've already found it? The cute thing. We are already found it. Keiichi too? Yeah. What is it? What is it? I can't wait! Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we're gonna head to head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I'm a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attack tucked in their arms. Okay then. Let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Nii-chan. Too bad, you guys. I'm ending this now. This old man brought this. Where did you get those? They were old thin diamond-shaped signs. Flake curry, snake coil, incense, and ornament. See, how about this? That's very understated. A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on barbed wire fences. Where he got us? No, she got them. Not Keiichi. Weird Keiichi. Her name is Mion, and she came up with this weird stuff. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of this is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Rena's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. Oh, that was him, sorry. I shall be up next. It's this. It was hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society roasted cornstone. It was really bad sketch done by a housewife, and anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. It was very resistance-baited, the sense of sorrow to the viewer. Beep! That was the sound of blood shooting out of Serena's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh ho ho ho! Those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I'll be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Yuji and Satoko both forgot. If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Rena. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoka gasped. Oh, no. Too late. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Rena hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? She used the fact that she's cute. Only her fingers peek out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound. Meh. Ah! Cute! Going to take you home! I'd completely forgotten that. The play that I personally had to use. Rena's face went completely red, her head bobbling back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheeks against her. I'd expected no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, Shrine Maiden, sprint of crying. Mew, it was perfect. A simple trip. Sent into pure moe. Now this is what you call art. I like how she used the fact that she's cute. And because Rika is kinda princess-like, like she talks really timidly and she's very composed all the time. The fact that she decided to use that, like being cute on purpose, is so funny. Kei-chan has pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp sitting on those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile and she was caressed by Rena, who was in full cute mode. Now, Keiichi, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be, is Keiichi-san also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. Pulled Rena, who gave no sign of cancelling out cute mode, away from Rika-chan. Ah, cute thing. Keiichi-kun, let's go. I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now. Huh? Oh, something even cuter? But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back then. Rena looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all? No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah. After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, saw Rena dragging her feet. What the fuck he did? What the fuck he did? By the way, he likes joking with Rena, like trying to not exactly flirt with her, but joke with her because she reacts so over the top about cute stuff and like attention. But I don't know what he did, and my mind immediately jumped to the fact that he probably tried to kiss her, which I bet is not the case, but still. There's no way the scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Rena. Mino Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Rena. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Rena was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her. Oh, it's Mi-chan. Mi-chan, oh. Rena? Are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? The fact that they actually got No, he didn't do anything strange to me. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? It was cute. Oh. Cute? What did he show you, Rena? Rena let out a really long her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute, so cute. What the hell was that? What? Hey, yo, what? In the blink of an eye, me and Satoko elbows smashed into my face. They thought something R18. They thought something R18 and I bet it isn't that for at all. This is not that kind of visual novel. He probably showed her an, I don't know, picture of a dog or something. Oh my god. I am dying, bruh. What? Showing Rena something so dirty. You sick pervert! I shall have you beaten into oblivion. Wait, you got it all wrong. A dark, pure aura flowed from Yuno Satoko. It was not good. They're gonna kill me. Mi-chan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kan had... It's a force shield. Kei-chain. Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain. Eh? He said he made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he doesn't show it that often because it's embarrassing. Yeah, you smell uncute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Oh. Yeah, I mean her wording was so wrong. Her wording was so wrong though. It sounded so not okay. Oh my god. I love this. Experiencing this story in this form is very interesting. And I also think that I stutter less and less, which I am happy about. Oh, this old man thought you meant was Keiichi's cute little Perseus. Wow, the wording, no! No, the wording. Save me the wording. Phrasing, people, phrasing. Oh god, the fucking segue jokes are killing me. Ano mo yun? Basta. Woohoo! I'd expect no less from Mio-san. You misconstrued things in the wildest ways. They slunk insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other's any second. I beg of you, if I'm in the clean, would you mind getting off me? We were interrupted by a flash of a camera. Oh, Tomita again. My voice. Yep. Hey guys, you all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomitaki-san. As I lay, dropped onto the ground, Mion and Satoko continued to bicker above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head and... Yeah, that's he's like wild life photographer that comes to the small village that we live in. It was probably quite a lively scene. It's all fine indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right. At least you don't really need Satoko's permission, huh? Satoko took her heel into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of good photos? Thanks to you. I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last we can see of all Tomitaki-sama. Isn't it? It's such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. Be back in Tokyo tomorrow after all. That's true. I'll be another 6 months. I hard to believe he's a photographer. I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitaki-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitaki-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomitaki-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not be anything real here, but you know. Oh, that was him, sorry. I misconstrued that it's Tomitaki speaking. Everyone knew what I was trying to say. I also can imagine him doing chin-ups on a random tree. Yeah, giving his clothes, like he seems like a past army man who actually had the less typical hobby of observing nature, and after he stopped going to the army, just became photographer. That's how he looks like. Tomitaki-san was also aware. Sorena, Mion, Satoko, and Rika-chan. None of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this, I am at loss for words. Even though all this was happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomitaki-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you. Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan and Rena-chan, Satoko-chan and Rika-chan. Tomitaki's smile was so slight it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would have been great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Rena. Hey chicken, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. The background clamor of the festival returned. You won't be sinking for a while after all. We need to make sure Tomitaki-san also enjoys tonight. When Rena smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true. I think I'll do just that. Ah. Hey, Michan. How about it? Can we let Tomitaki-san in our club activities? That's a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea, or so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for the membership is residence in Hinamizawa, you see. Come on, Michan, just for today, don't be mean. Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Ah, yay! Now then, I wonder if this age fellow will pass his prime, will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. Hehehe, can you keep up with us young'uns? Tomitaki-san stepped back slightly at your audacious grins. I, Mion Sonozaki Club President, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitaki's entry into our club. Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, you perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they're in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer you not sing me out. Let's try to get along. If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave a hair on your butt. So, it's a club where we play games together. Of course, Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on that challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitaki-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. That's perfect. We continued walking through the festival with Mion in front. Now we look like a family of 6. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject of a penalty. Tomitaki-san was a bit surprised, but thus it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible a penalty it was. Just don't lose. Rena was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tousled Rena's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment. I see. This is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitaki-san whispered that to nobody in particular. This moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You're here, little Miss Sonozaki? Seems you brought quite a crowd. We came to eradicate your entire store. His store was shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cord gun. The rules are simple. 3 shots, the winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win since the conditions for the victory was simply size. The biggest prize at the store. It went without question. It was the one, wasn't it? Wow! That teddy bear! Cute! Rena was gazing longingly at the large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform so it was possible to get it if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through the scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The 10 analysis had already begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what plan you can come up with for the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was this much of following for our club's infamous event. Knocking that bear down ensures a win. Only 3 shots. To use them all, just trying that bear off. Hey, I have another customer waiting, you know? Who's the first? The first one has the advantage of being able for the easiest prices. But it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun squirts. Tometaki-san take on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about. Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide how about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors? After a couple of matches, it ended with Myun being first. Hello, thank you for following. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay and my bad narration. Also sorry, I have to drink a bit of water because my voice is dying. Nice. Oh. My voice is really weak, like I don't know why. On daily basis I don't speak a lot because I prefer to keep stuff to myself. Maybe that's why my voice is so weak. Okay. After a couple of matches, it ended with Myun being first. I mean, touching back and saving. It happened by mistake, but I didn't want to end up first. Ah well, I'll just think of it as a handicap. Rams, gun, here I go. When the shooting range guy landed her rifle, Myun looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay, this gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults? Not bad. Myun raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different for the careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Fire! Reload! Fire! Reload! Fire! Flop! 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 3 candy boxes fell, one after another. A big hole. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Wow! Awesome! That was quite good. Tomitaki-san was at a loss for words after seeing such a shooting prowess. Amazing, Mi-chan! 3! Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of target wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with very high return on investment. Who is up next? Satoko? Kekko. The bullets are light. Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her little body, light body, but it didn't seem like she had any problem with the weight. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize. She proclaimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Satoko's such a bold move. The moment she knocked it over, she's guaranteed to be in first. Good luck, Satoko-chan. Satoko was the opposite of Mion. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger. But the bullets are too light. The first 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. You need to aim lighter towards the head or it won't work. Satoko's third bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm. I hate to say it, but I fear the bear is just too much for me. She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to a less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a straight laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools know nothing. A fine attempt, Satoko. You've gotten better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went from and it tapped down lightly on Satoko. She appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Satoko. Just to avoid being in the last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target. Without shame or honor. Magnificent. I'll allow you to take the bear, Reina-san. I pray for your victory. Okay. Thanks so much, Satoko-chan. Bear-san is so cute. Reina was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of the barn as regular Reina, but she said that bear was cute. I wonder how Reina-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least once. You underestimating Reina, Tomitaki-san. Eh? It's Reina, you know? It's Reina Ryugu, you know? If it was that to get teddy bear. What? Tomitaki-san walked around to see what all the commotion the spectators were making was about. If it was to get the bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pine hole. The one knows Reina Ryugu could do it. Shaking, it's shaking. Oh, cute. Rena couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Rena couldn't lose. Not bad, Rena-san. The less collected you become, the stronger you get. Wow! Another big cheer. Rena bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before. But it might not be possible. You never know. With Rena-chan's skill, it might be. Otamitake-san was just as excited as the crowd. Rika-chan's analysis was not swelled by emotion. If Rena had 10 more shots, then she could have surely knocked it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go. Oh! The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. Ah, there, son. Take him home. Ah. She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then, at that moment, the old man flicked all the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rena. This fair for you, little lady. Huh? You're giving this to me? Oh. The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such display. There was another shower of applause. Rena turned bright red and pulled her back over close by her hand. You did good job. Your cute mood really surprised me. I really wanted Mr. Bear. It was easy to see that it only needed a little more to be knocked over. Rena had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for the delicious picnic. Alright, then I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitaki-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth. Okay. Please, Tomitaki-san. Good luck. You old man Tomitaki. Stealing the good parts for yourself. A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration. You keep on fighting too, Keiichi. Okay? Tomitaki-san carefully studied the bear. Sitting his sides, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt. Tomitaki-san is aiming for... The time between shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking. So Tomitaki-san was relying on a rapid fire to win the battle. It was visible wobbling much more than it ever had before, but that was all. It still didn't fall over. Too bad. Off Rena's momentary expectation from watching its way violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. Oh, it seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy. That was it. Miss Tomisaki-san has no spoils of war. So, both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down a small easy prize and avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. It's your turn next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck. I was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomitaki-san. If I took the ruthless road, as Mion had suggested, then I'd go for a small target. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got feeling from it. It was burning passion, passed down to me by Tomitaki-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Rena wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. After all, that was my promise to Rena. What promise? What? To shoot down the bear. Then give it to Rena, that one. You mean... Oh! The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Ooh! Go, Nii-chan! You got balls, man! It's not it. Fine men of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Rena might mug the old man running the store on his way home. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? Keiichi-san surely talks the talk. But how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Then Tomitaki-san should make it cute a bit. I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun. If only there was some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to power more power on the sway from each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over the guy. 2 more rifles. Huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can handle 3 rifles at once. I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. Yun was able to figure out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot. That's right. Then, by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other, Tomitaki-san went silent, peering at me and the bear through his lens. His photographer of blood predicted a miracle will occur. And then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all which is or not. Phew. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now! The moment, it felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Hit it. And knock it down. The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second, the third. The bear swelled hard. And then... Oh! Yay! The chair began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me! Amazing! Congratulations, Keiichi-kun! Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head! I see you're slightly better right now. Didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and two small bits together brought it down. Trophy belongs to all of us. Right? Right? This is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit a single time. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Reno. Here. This is for me. No, from everyone. Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Rena, thinking she was never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless. I can't, Kei-chan. This is everyone's, after all. In that case, I was the one who knocked it down. And it's mine. It's mine, so I'm giving it to Rena. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time, she embraced and accepted it. You watched out for me ever since I moved here, after all. I'm really grateful, you see. Thanks a lot. Kei-chan! Thanks so much. Not laugh at me. Mion told me a few days later that Rena kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. I remembered what I was trying to say to Tomitake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here. But there's lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa, especially at that moment. The crowd cheered echoed on and on. From the altar set up in front of the shrine, the drum sounded with a booming echo. It was the final of the festival. I'll be going overhead then. Oh! I need to go and get myself a good spot too. Well, then everyone, see you in a bit. Both Riku-chan and Tomitake-san gave their farewell and disappeared into the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, might as well go see Riku-chan. Charming figure. Let's go. Yeah. Huh? Where's Rena? What are you doing? Kei-chan. Nii-chan. Save me. Since she was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal, she was being carried by the flow of people. What is she doing? She must have her hands full taking care of the bear. So leave Rena in your care, Kei-chan. I have my handful of taking care of Sadako. Who would want to be looked after by you, Mio-san? Ouch! Please don't pull my hand. Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed the back of Rena's collar. Hey, chicken. Not there, don't grab me there. Always so bossy. Where can I grab them? Ow. I didn't feel ashamed at all. Rena was ashamed enough for both of us. I grabbed onto Rena's arm and dashed after Mion and the others. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up. Yeah. I didn't realize Rena's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition? That wasn't what I meant, not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase "keep it together, cage in my body and my mind," but it didn't look like I would be able to anytime soon. I really didn't want Rena to see my face right then, so I pushed onwards, dragging her along without looking back even once. There was already a huge crowd, a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. The fire at the altar made it as bright as midday and just as hot. There was a pile of photons worded with a sanctified robe in front of the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton in the photons. Keiichi-san? Reno-san? We're over there, here. Satoko waved her hand from the front row. Ah, sorry. Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot they saved. How was it? Were you able to have a little bit of excitement with Rena? You punk! So that was your plan? Instead of replying, Myun gave us a perverse grin. How was it, Rena? Was Kei-chan and bigger than you thought it would be? Oh! Rena turned bright red, puffed of steam shooting out of her. I heard something slice through the air and turned around to see Myun on the ground with a welt on her face. Myun, when were you hit? Between the ha and oh of her how, I think. Nah, it's not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment. I didn't hit her. Whatever. Oh. She's extremely powerful when she's embarrassed, and in the previous parts we had played, previous chapters, she had knocked them over several times. Every time the embarrassment is too strong, she basically beat the crap out of them. So yeah, she's small girl but very powerful. From the thunderous beat of drum echoed, slicing the crowd. You must be all quiet. It's beginning. It was a solemn ritual. Rika-chan entered dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of the municipal committee. The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clasped their hands in praise. The only thing allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash of Tomitake-san's camera. What's the big thing Rika-chan is holding? Oh, that's used for this festival. It's a sacred farming tool that would only shrine maidens may touch. It was an awkward shape for a piece of farm equipment, not uncommon for something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayers, Rika-chan approached the pile of photons scattered at the altar. She swung the hose skillfully, plodding into the photons. Each and every little movement of these performers probably had to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was a ritual. What's next? Bring out photons? Purifying photons that absorb illness from peoples over the winter. So when Kei-chan said airing out photons, he wasn't completely wrong. Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. That hole was probably really heavy. She staggered side to side with the momentum of each swing. Satoko looked on, silently landing her support. Worried? Rika practiced every single day with Mochi Hammer. She certainly prevailed. Satoko's hands were sweaty, and whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Why wasn't Myun a candidate to be the shrine maiden? It feels wrong having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy. Do it if they ask me, you know. And well, It's not something just anyone can do. That's true. Shrine maidens need to be pure, after all. You drove her elbow into my side. With the tug of the big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered a round of generous applause. After that, Shinto priests had raised the cleansed futons like a portable altar. All spectators stood up. Following after the priest, we all marched on a moderate pace. They descended the shrine giant stairs in a line. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river? Watanagashi means setting cottons adrift, you know. The procession continued right up to the bank of the stream. A fire was stoked high and it was bright as day here too. People started crawling around it and clamoring it. Alright, get in line. Line up, Keiichi-kun. I wondered what was up. Maybe we'd get some holy wine? Red and white bean buns? Hey, it's not food. I said it was cotton. Ah, but of course, they didn't call it a Watanagashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the cottons from inside the futons and balled it up like mochi, handing it to people. Rena dove into the line and brought out some for me as well. We then proceeded to the bank of the stream. Since it's your first time, Keiichi, then just copy what I do. She held the cotton in her right hand and waving her hand as if to purify it. She touched it to her forehead, chest, navel, and both sides. Do this 3 times and silently give thanks to the Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama? What's that? The name of the shrine god? Yes, it's a guardian deity in Hinamizawa. It brings about both miracles and curses. So you must be sure to show respect. It sounded like a pretty frightening god. But, well, when in Rome, I was officially a resident of Hinamizawa now after all. During as Rena showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama. This way, all the evil that possesses you is sucked out of by the cotton. Then you let it gently drift away to the stream, and you're done. Together, Rena and I set our pieces of cotton afloat on the surface of the water. Flowers of the cotton bloom in the water that sucked out all the evil festering in Hinamizawa and drifted off, disappearing into the distance. It was wonderful, like those floating panther festivals I'd seen on TV. The best part, though, was feeling like this rite of passage had made me a true resident of Hinamizawa. Omedeto! Chapter 5 or 6 is done. Let me save it. Oh, I thought it's gonna be done. I was wrong. We have more to read about it. Was staring off into the stream and somehow got separated from Rena. It wasn't very lonely though. I know this place now. This is where I live. My home. It's probably better if I just stay here instead of wandering around anywhere. Someone would surely find me while I was enjoying the evening breeze. I heard a familiar voice. It was Tomitake-san's. I headed towards it. How did it go, Tomitaki-san? Were you able to get some good shots? Yeah, fortunately. Tomitaki-san was with a girl. I felt a little like I was intruding. How was it, Keiichi-kun? Did you enjoy the festival? From the way she spoke, it seemed like she was a resident of Hinamizawa. I really should try harder to remember people's faces here. What was her name? It was fun. My face must have given away how desperately I was trying to remember her name because she gave a light-hearted chuckle. It's probably because it wasn't been long since you moved here. It's pretty hard to believe, seeing how friendly you've gotten with the other kids. Oh, don't mind. She's a friend of Tomitake. She's quite old. Like, she's adult, you know, compared to us. If that's how it looked, it was probably all thanks to Ren and Myun. Perhaps you feel more like a resident of Hinamizawa after taking part of the festival today? I wonder about that. Oh, that's not like you. I had tried to get used to Hinamizawa, but there were still plenty of things I didn't know. The faces of people I'd met, for example. Things that had happened in the past as well. Oh, you're feeling left out because of something like that? It's not so much of feeling left out, it's just I'm not sure how to say it. Incident at the dam construction site. Fighting over it and other conflicts. A terrible incident that they pretended they didn't even know about whatever I brought up. Even though it was in the past, as someone living in Hinamizawa, it wasn't wrong to want to know about both the good and the bad that happened here. If it was what you to put you at ease, then I'll tell you everything I know. Tomitaki-san smiled at me, made me more relieved than I've ever been. It was hard to think of what to ask when someone said, ask me anything though. Even when there was so much I wanted to ask. Then, could you tell me about what happened when the dam was being constructed? There was a big incident where Hinamizawa was going to be submerged, right? I think the locals would be more knowledgeable about the dam than I am. Well, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I know. It's only what I read in the newspapers though. Tomitaki-san's eyes entered an unfocused gaze as he searched through his memory. Then he spoke. The decision to start the dam project was finalized 7 or 8 years ago. I heard it was the next major project after Kurube. There was 3 major issues in Japan at that time. Improving island transportation infrastructures, meeting higher demand for electricity, and flood control. There was a boom of dam building due to the massive economic stimulus they provided on top of generating electricity and flood control. Hinamizawa had the right conditions to support dam construction, so it was signed out. The dam reservoir would have covered quite a lot of ground when it was completed. The entire area, right up to Yaguchi, way upstream, would be underwater. But why didn't they have to pick a populated area like Hinamizawa? Couldn't they have instead picked a place where nobody lived? I'm not really sure why, but I heard that. It was just right terrain for building a dam. Of course, there were protests here in Hinamizawa. Rika-chan had said there was a battle. From that choice of words, I had to guess things turned violent. There was a trial and it was even brought up before the national diet. It was covered in the Tokyo newspapers too. Mion had told me all about that as well. I'm sure every resident of Hinamizawa had united to fight together. The feeling of solidarity found here, which could not be expressed properly with mere words, was likely brought about by the battle. As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light. As things got more and more complicated, they eventually halted construction. If I want to know that now was... I'm sorry, my voice is dying. Let me just... If I wanted to know, now was the only chance to ask. It was certainly a bizarre incident that boys my age would be curious about. I felt a little shame from the fact that I was petty enough to have a curiosity piqued by Arena and Mion's refusal to talk about the event. But I figured I might as well ask since I had a chance. Just so I would stop thinking about it so much. So... there was a dismemberment, right? There was. It happened to be here in Ahimsa at the time, so I remember it well. Kamitaki-san's answer was nonchalant in contrast to my hesitantly forced out question. It was about this time 4 years ago. It was the day of Watanagashi, if I recall correctly. The bet on whatever to continue construction on the dam was in disarray. Scandal after scandal rocked the project near the end. Incident that was final nail in the coffin for the dam project. A fight at the dam construction site ended in the victim being murdered. Fearing prosecution, the 6 assailants divided the remains into 6 pieces, and each hit one. 5 of the 6 criminals turned themselves in out of guilt, but one was still on the run. The right arm hidden had yet to be found. Major details lines up with what was in the tablet. The major details lines up with what was in the tablet. It certainly was a tragic incident, but it wasn't so terrible that Ren needed to hide it from me. Yes, they didn't want someone who just moved here to have a negative impression of Hinamizawa. I felt grateful for having friends who worried so much about me, as well as shame for still being so interested in it. It was near the end of the trouble with Dam, you see. So everyone was saying that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. Oyashiro-sama's curse? Huh? Oyashiro-sama was the name of the god of the shrine that held the festival today, if I recall correctly. I see. Their guardian deity rained divine punishment down on the evil dam constructor for trying to flood Hinamizawa. Apparently, the younger ones didn't think so. But it seems the elderly in the village never doubted that it was Oyashiro-sama curse. The woman with Tomitaki-san said, with a mischievous chuckle. Tomitaki-san began laughing with her. It was so infectious, I ended up laughing as well. But I wonder about now. There are quite a few, I think, amongst the old, too. You what? People who believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman's lips were still curled into a smile, but her expression turned stern. Then after that, it continued every year, always around this time. Continued? What continued? Mutagi-san paused for a second as if to build up some suspense, and then he whispered to me as if someone might have been listening. Every year, on the day of Watanagashi, somebody dies. The year following dismemberment, one day of Watanagashi, a man from Hinamizawa who had supported the downfall of a cliff overlooked some rapids and died while he was on vacation. Fortunately for his wife, the body was never recovered. He supported the down constriction even though he lived in Hinamizawa. At that time, there were whispers amongst the elderly saying it was Oyashiro-sama curse. The woman chuckled mischievously again. Then the next year, the night of Watanagashi, the shrine's Shinto priest died suddenly from unknown illness. His wife drowned herself in the boat that night. The shrine Shinto priest? You mean he was from the shrine here? The woman nodded. There was a rumor amongst the villagers that they weren't able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger. Then, year after that, again on the night of Watanagashi, they discovered the battered body of a local housewife. Housewife? Up until now, all the mysterious deaths were people involved with the town or who had connections with Oyashiro-sama. With that in mind, could the housewife have been involved in that way too? Exactly. The woman stated slightly. No, it was more menacingly. One of the victim's relatives, you see, was connected to the younger brother of the town supporter who fell his dead 2 years before. The younger brother is still alive, it seems, but it bothered him quite a bit, so he moved to the neighboring town. For a while, I stood there with my mouth agape. The battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa's future at stake, and the murder at the center of it all. That was all I knew, and that was all I wanted to ask about. But that wasn't all there was to the story. Homicide, body disposal, accidental deaths, terminal illness, suicide, beatings. I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't really want to believe in curses. But the freaking death happening every year on the day of Watanagashi, and all of them were related to the dam construction. It was easy to dismiss each of them as coincidence by themselves. But when you put them all together, dismissing all of them as coincidence would then defy logic. I don't believe in curses, but every single year on the same day of Watanagashi, somebody or something makes it happen, without fail. The woman chuckled again, as if she picked up on what I was thinking. It felt like she was saying, maybe we frightened him, stuff like that. I felt embarrassed at being read so easily. Pressed Tontakis to continue a bit of impatience again, irritation in my tone. Then, so somebody died the next year, right? Wasn't that time? I wonder, what do you think, Keiichi-san? The hell? The way he said it didn't agree with me. The sarcastic tone tickled me off. Don't avoid the question, I'm serious here. Hey, calm down, Keiichi-kun. That's when she tried to calm me down that I had been panicking. We weren't trying to avoid the question, Keiichi-kun. It's just when you say the next year, that's today. When she hesitated to say it, Tomitake-san finished for her. I broke into a cold sweat. I really didn't like the direction this was headed. Nobody wants to speak about it, but they all think it's going to happen again tonight. The festival was cheerful, though. Well, the victim last year, the housewife, she was a non-believer. It turns out she didn't even attend the Watanagashi festival. There was a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur Oyashiratsuma rot. Didn't you hear anything about this, Keiichi-kun? I never ever heard a whisper of that rumor. And the reason everyone was at the festival was they were afraid of the curse. I figured that must have been the reason. There were a lot more people at Watanagashi than usual. I guess everyone was just afraid after all. Of Oyashiro-sama's curse. I couldn't utter a single word. In this modern age, where we've made progress in all scientific fields, shedding light on the unknown and misunderstood, where black and white television has been eradicated and we've been sent men to moon, even with all of the accomplishments, this can't exist in modern society. Tons of invitations were sent out to neighborhood towns, youth group to help batter the numbers. But after the string of events, you decided to join. The multiple committee members were complaining about how hard it was to gather participants. Also, the police are treating each case as isolated. They don't believe they are connected. They're trying to keep it quiet, so it's all plain quotes officers. It finally began to dawn on me why Ren and Mion were reluctant to talk. If nothing happened during Watanagashi, everything would have been over with, and I'd been none the wiser. Nothing happened. I would have been well. In that case, it would all end up being just crazy talk. I should have just pretended like I knew nothing for the beginning. Then they wouldn't have had talk like nothing happened. We would have all gotten back to life as usual. Maybe it was just too much for him after all. The woman ran her fingers through her hair and she sighed. No, it wasn't. Not at all. I had tried to act strong, but had just served to emphasize how much of the information had unsettled me. After seeing how I looked, Tomitake-san appeared to regret saying anything. Letting out a sigh, he then spoke, forcing an awkward, upbeat demeanor. Keiichi-kun, surely you don't believe in such things as curses? Well, no. As the case of all the crimes were unknown, with the perpetrators and their methods all mysterious, then I would think it's the work of a curse. But not how things are in reality. The police are investigating the evidence and suspects to uncover the truth. Hearing him say police made me feel a lot better. It was perfect for replying to the word curse. The first one, the dismemberment, for example. I told you, didn't I? All but one, the perpetrators were arrested. It's only a matter of time for the last one. The motive turned out to have been an argument they had while intoxicated. That's not a curse. Don't you agree? That was true. If it didn't happen on the day of the Watanagashi, then I wouldn't think it was related to the curse at all. The accidental death of the man who supported the dam is the same. He was in a position that made others hate him. The police made a point of investigating from that angle. They concluded it was an accident, not foul play. But they both happened on the day of the festival, right? Just think about it, Keiichi-kun. Do you think people with a lot of enemies here in Hinamizawa could participate easy in a local festival? It would be especially hard for them to be around during Watanagashi. So they probably left Hinamizawa intentionally around the time of the year to travel, don't you think? It wasn't a very clear explanation, but I sort of understood what Tomitaki-san was getting at. So I pressed on earnestly, asking more questions so that I could convince myself. I am losing my voice. Then, Tomitaki-san, what about the priest who died after that? The one with the unknown illness. That also happened on the day of the festival. It's even easier to explain what happened to the Shinto priest. The Watanagashi is a really big event that happens once a year. It was probably from all the build-up stress. Or it may have been because of a pre-existing condition. It was a known illness. It's hard to believe something with a known cause could exist with all our advances in medicine. It's just exaggeration. Rumors making rumors. Anyone would get worked up over having accidents happen 2 years in a row. The sudden death is quite unnatural, though. Of course, the police ordered an autopsy because of the strange way he died, but there wasn't enough for them to open a full investigation, you know. For now, it was just a sudden death due to an illness. The priest's wife committed suicide, correct? What about that? I believe I already explained that. Everyone was shaken up by an accident happening for 30 years. Those who are a strong faith were quick to believe it was a work of a curse. Of course, that included the priest's wife. Apparently, they found a suicide note that said something like, "My death will cool Oishiro-sama's anger." Well, then how about the next incident with the housewife? It happened the day of Watanagashi too. The perpetrator was already being called and case has been closed. Case has been closed. Turned out it was just some nut job trying to continue the legacy of the Hinamizawa curse. Then how about the incident the next year? Oh yeah, this year is the next year. And Taki-san gave a hearty laugh. Nothing will happen. Not this year. There was never a curse to begin with. It's just a group of people believing it was the explanation for a string of coincidences. My internal computer finally got itself back on track. I felt a bit embarrassed by how childish I'd become after losing control and panicking. I can see very clearly now that Keiichi-kun really does love Hinamizawa, even if Oishiro-sama curse actually did exist. Keiichi-kun couldn't bring himself to believe that such thing existed. I felt very relieved. I should probably just forget everything I heard tonight. I'll greet Ren and Mion tomorrow with the same smile as always. They'd probably also like tonight to end without an incident, so they can continue on tomorrow without having worried me. Perhaps seeing my change in attitude to the woman who had been listening in stretched as she got up from the rock she was sitting on. Well then, I should be getting back. Goodness, I think I may have gone a bit too long. There were few people compared to the crowd from before. I couldn't only make out a few groups of families enjoying cool evening air. I took my watch. It seemed we had talked for a better part of an hour. Didn't you come along with friends, Keiichikan? Not going to look for them. Oh yeah, they might all be looking for me. Hey, you're quite the scoundrel, making the girls look for you. See you, Keiichikan. Have a nice night. You too, Chihiro-san. I'll see you a bit later. Tomitake-san seemed to be quite a scoundrel himself, so his name is Chihiro. After seeing her backside, she disappeared into the crowd of people, still busy cleaning up the shrine crowd. Keiichi-kan! So sorry! In her place, Serena came running over. I could see all others behind her. Speaking of the devil... My bad, Kei-chan. We got caught up in our discussion. I'd completely forgotten about them while caught up in my own conversations over them. My, so Tomitake-san was with you. This worked out perfectly. We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. Ah, that's right. So I guess I'm gonna end up dead last. In the end, after my dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last challenger, but there weren't many targets left. The one remaining were all tiny and difficult to hit. She didn't take her time and aim, but all 3 shots completely missed. She was to end the sharing the loser crown with Tomitake-san. However, she did her little muley cry in front of the owner and he turned to mush instantly. She was given a pack of gum as a consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently. Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite a trickster. I have no idea what Keiichi-kan is talking about. Now then, I decided that Tomitake-san is dead last. Everyone cheered and applauded. Tomitake-san smiled weirdly, slightly bewildered. So, Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty time! Oh, I completely forgot about that. You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why our club can never lose. Yun pulled a felt-tip marker from her pocket. Oh, is that? Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. A permanent one is too harsh. It just had to be permanent. Come off when you do laundry anyway. Oh, what's this? Please take it easy on me. Olfus pinned his arms behind his back and Mion approached him with the marker in one hand. And squip, squip, squip. But she didn't write on Tomitake-san's face. She wrote on the shirt he was wearing. You'd better have your big break this year, Mion. Rena took the marker next. Show me your photos next time, okay? It was a little heartwarming and I just had to laugh. This is more like a faro card than a penalty. I'm not as soft as the rest. I'll make sure this is properly penalty. That last Satoko. Try hard next time, Mika. Here you go, Keiichi-san. I couldn't decide what to write, but based on what kind of penalty this was probably the most appropriate. Come back and play again, Keiichi. Tomitaki-san was silent at that time. At first he was quite bewildered, but now he had a different look on his face. So I have to wear all the way back to Tokyo as a part of the penalty? Of course, you'd better wear it all the way home. You could wear it when you come back. It would be nice. He appeared deeply moved, embarrassed, and mixed with a wealth of other emotions made him turn a bright red. Understood. I'll wear it next time I come here. Promise. Everyone cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for Koji heading out tonight. He saw the woman who was with Tomitaki-san standing near the festival grounds. It seemed Tomitaki-san noticed her too and knew it was time to leave. Seems like your guest is waiting. It's all about time. Yeah, that's certainly how it seems. Tomitaki-san headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff at Tomitaki-san. Each time we did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. It was quite casual farewell. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They had done the same thing many times before. He's gone. Well, it's about time we take off too. Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Satoko was tagging along with her. I headed back home with the usual suspects. The walk back was quite lively. We talked of the day was war stories. Should have done this, should have done that, and that kind of stuff. Rena and I parted ways with Mion, and then I was just two of us. Then we got to my house and I parted ways with Rena as well. It's already pretty late. Are you alright by yourself? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close, I'm going to run too. If you run into someone weird, just yell. If someone does come, will you come and save me? Maybe. Maybe? If I hear you. Okay. I'll scream loud enough so you can hear me. Merely spinning her arms around high speed, Rena dashed off. She was fine. In that mode, not even a dog could stand against her. Rena's cheerful presence disappeared, and it finally became quiet again. A curse that not a single person even whispered about. The more I learned about it tonight, the more unsettling it became. It didn't show any of their faces, but they were probably all quite concerned about it as well. But I know, but if nothing happened tonight, then it all ends up being just crazy talk. Nothing will happen, nothing bad, nothing at all. What's wrong, Keiichi? Why are you standing in the place like that? Come inside, you'll catch a cold. It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watanagashi festival. In the end, your father didn't walk up, so I missed it. A little disappointing. Mom stuck her tongue out, with a bit an embarrassed look on her face. Okay, so this is the end of. Generally, I read the tips too, which are kind of side stories to each chapter, but as you can probably hear, my voice is dead. I barely talk. So I would like to go to the chatting function, chat with you for a bit, and then head out. And continue next time from the tips till the end of the next chapter. Because I wish to be able to read properly.